Welcome to my channel in Top 5 Coins, a channel dedicated to exploring the world of rare coins, valuable coins, and the fascinating history behind them. Here, we examine coins one by one, from dusty pocket change to old forgotten treasures and modern coins with unexpected value. We show you how to identify mint marks, understand coin grading, recognize rare errors, and most importantly, discover the real market value of coins in today's world, from Jefferson nickels and Roosevelt dimes to quarters, cents, and international coins. We break everything down in a simple, honest, and easy-to-understand way. No hype, no fake prices, only real information based on collector demand and market trends. Whether you're a beginner, a serious coin collector, or someone who just found an old coin and wants answers, In 5 Coins is the place for you. Because sometimes, it only takes 5 coins to change the way you see money forever. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us on this journey. Top 1. The 1987 Jefferson nickel with a Denver mint mark, especially in extra fine condition. We'll explore its history, identifying features, market value today, and what makes some examples more valuable than others. So if you've ever wondered whether that nickel in your pocket is worth more than 5 cents, stay tuned. Thomas Jefferson Portrait and Monticello Reverse. The Jefferson nickel is a 5-cent coin introduced in 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. It has been a staple of U.S. coinage for decades, and 1987 is one of those modern dates that looks common at first glance, but can be more intriguing once you know what to look for. Like other Jefferson nickels of the era, it's made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and is 21.2 millimeters in diameter, all typical specifications for the series. The mint mark tells you where the coin was struck. For 1987, that could be P, Philadelphia, D, Denver, or S, San Francisco proof. On the Denver coin, the small d appears just to the right of the date on the obverse, head side. Now sometimes people wonder if there's a special small d, or if that tiny mark could make a coin rare. The size and placement are standard for Denver coins that year, but thoughtful inspection under magnification helps confirm a genuine, collectible strike. Examples of poor, good, very fine, extra fine, and mint state coins. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, fine, very fine, extremely fine, about uncirculated, mint state, a numerical scale from 1 to 70. For a 1987 D nickel to be considered extra fine, it must have only light wear, clear details on Jefferson's face and Monticello, and minimal marks. This is considered a collectible grade that stands out from the everyday coins you'd find in loose change. So what's the market value today? That depends heavily on condition and grading. Typical price ranges. Denver D. Circulated condition. Still usually face value around 5 cents. About uncirculated or lightly worn, 30 to 70 cents range. Uncirculated MS60 MS63 raw, $1 to $7 plus depending on eye appeal. Higher uncirculated MS65 $19 plus on some guides. Certified high-grade FSL or better, sometimes hundreds to even over $2,000 at auction. That full steps variety, where all steps on Monticello's reverse are sharp and completely struck, is a collector's favorite and can dramatically increase value. Cut to screenshot of PCGS auction record. For example, a PCGS MS67 FS 1987 D nickel fetched over $2,200 at auction, showing that strong examples can be worth far more than face value. eBay screenshots, auction highlights, coin seller listings. Values move based on collector demand, grading services, and actual sales. Online platforms like eBay or auction houses sometimes see higher prices from enthusiastic buyers, especially for near-perfect specimens or those with full steps. Lower-grade coins are almost always worth just their face value, but better pieces, especially slabs bed by PCGS or NGC, can have eye-opening prices. Use a coin grading scale and magnifier to check details. Watch for full steps on the reverse. Compare listings on trusted auction sites. Get high-grade coins certified by reputable services. So is your 1987 D Jefferson nickel a treasure? In most cases it's common and worth about face value, but if you have one that's in superb condition, high grade, or with exceptional strike features, it could be worth a lot more, especially to a collector. Top 2. 1984 Jefferson nickel with a small P mint mark, especially in extra fine condition, and why collectors might pay big money for exceptional examples. Let's break down its history, how to identify real high-value specimens, and what prices these coins are commanding in today's market. Portrait of Thomas Jefferson, Monticello reverse. The Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938 and replaced the earlier Buffalo nickel design. It honors Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President of the United States, on the obverse, with his beloved home, Monticello, on the reverse. These coins are made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, measure 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and weigh 5 grams. So what does that little p mean? It stands for Philadelphia, one of the U.S. Mint facilities. On the 1984 Jefferson nickel, that small p is located just to the right of the date on the obverse, head side. That tells us this is a Philadelphia minted coin, the most common version for that year. But even common coins can be special if they have great strike details, limited production errors, or outstanding condition. Grading scale GIF: good, fine, very fine, extra fine, uncirculated in numismatics condition is everything. Coins are judged on a scale from poor all the way up to mint state, MS70. Extra fine means the coin shows light wear only on the highest spots of the design, and most of the details like Jefferson's hair and Monticello's architecture remain sharp and clear. An XF coin is much more collectible than a worn circulated piece, and that can significantly raise its value. So let's talk value. Most 1984 P Jefferson nickels you find in circulation are worth face value about 5 cents, but here's how prices can go up depending on condition and special traits. U.S. Coins Guide. Circulated, EF or less, usually face value or slightly above. Uncirculated, MS 60 to MS 63, a few dollars to around $10 or more. Uncirculated, MS 65, often $30 plus. Full steps, FS, in high grades shows sharply struck steps on Monticello's reverse, and those can be much more valuable. For example, coins with MS 66 full steps have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. Market prices vary widely based on grading service certification, like PCGS or NGC, appeal, and collector demand. While everyday circulated 1984 nickels are common, the rare exceptions tell a different story. For example, 1984 D nickels with full steps graded MS 67 plus FS have sold for over $4,000 at auction, showing that remarkable quality and step detail can make even modern nickels highly collectible. For the 1984 P as well, full steps high-grade specimens can fetch many times more than a typical coin. High-grade pricing is driven by scarcity. At that level, very few coins survive with such exceptional strike and minimal wear. Great collections. PCGS. Here are some quick tips before you dig deeper into your change. Check the mint mark. Look for that small p by the date. Study the strike details. Crisp features generally mean higher value. Use a magnifier or loupe to pick up full steps. Consider professional grading. Certified coins usually sell for more than raw coins. Coins in albums, collectors at shows. So should you hang on to your 1984 P Jefferson nickel? In circulated condition, most are worth just a bit above face value, but if you find one that's well struck with light wear or higher, especially with full steps, you could have something much more valuable in hand. U.S. Coins Guide. Top 3. The 1983 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark, one of the most common modern nickels. Yet certain examples can sell for thousands of dollars in today's market. We'll unpack its history, how to spot high-value coins, grading, and real auction results. Let's get started. Split screen of obverse, Jefferson, and reverse, Monticello. The Jefferson nickel debuted in 1938. Replacing the Buffalo nickel, it features Thomas Jefferson on the front and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the back. Designs created by Felix Schlag. The coin's standard composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel, measuring 21.21 millimeters across and weighing 5 grams. Characteristics that remained consistent through the 1983 issue. Obverse showing the small p beside the 1983 date. The small p next to the date tells us this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1983, the U.S. Mint struck coins at Philadelphia, Denver D, and special proof coins at San Francisco S. Philadelphia nickels are the most common for this year, with over 560 million minted. Grading scale: good, very fine, extremely fine, extra fine, uncirculated. Mint STA condition is everything in determining value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. Extra fine means the coin shows light wear on the high points but still retains strong details on Jefferson's face and Monticello's architecture. XF is collectible, but higher grades, especially uncirculated and full steps coins, are where the big value lies. Most 1983 P. Jefferson nickels you find in pocket change are common and worth face value about 5 cents in circulated condition. But let's break down the value by condition. Typical market values. Circulated, basically face value, $0.05, common in everyday change. Uncirculated/brilliant uncirculated, a few dollars around $1 to $35 depending on eye appeal and strike quality. Mint state, MS, grades. Can go much higher. Top-graded MS 67 and above have sold for hundreds or even thousands. For example, according to auction records, a PCGS MS 66 full steps 1983 P. Jefferson nickel sold at auction for about $4,800. Even rarer, a PCGS MS 67 full steps example fetched about $7,780 at auction. GreatCollections.com. These high values are because most 1983 nickels were poorly struck at the mint, especially on the reverse coins with full steps, meaning all the step lines on Monticello stairs are fully visible, are much harder to find and more valuable to collectors. Magnified detail of Monticello steps, grading lab, coin slab. Even though over 500 million 1983 P nickels were made, very few retain high-grade detail. Many coins show weak strike on the steps of Monticello, a key area grading experts look. ATB fully struck steps and high luster are uncommon for this year's Philadelphia coins, which drives strong collector demand and premium prices for the best specimens. Tips list. Someone using magnifier to inspect coin. Here's how you can assess your own 1983 P nickel. Look for the small P mint mark by the date. Check overall where the less it has, the better. Inspect the Monticello steps. Are they fully defined? Consider professional grading options like PCGS or NGC can certify the grade and greatly influence value. Compare with current online auction results to see what similar graded coins are selling for. So, is your 1983 Jefferson nickel P worth a fortune? In most cases, no common circulated coins are still just worth their face value or a few dollars. But if you've got one that's unbelievably sharp, high quality, and especially with full steps, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right collector. Top 4. The 1979 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coin with NO mint mark, found in dusty and circulated condition. We'll cover its history, how to identify it, what no mint mark really means, and the real market value today in US dollars. So before you clean or sell your coin, watch this full video. Jefferson portrait. Monticello building. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the front, and Monticello, his famous Virginia home, on the back. The design was created by Felix Schlag and remained mostly unchanged for decades, including the year 1979. These coins were produced for everyday use during a time when America was facing inflation and economic change, making the Jefferson nickel one of the most widely used coins in U.S. history. Date area showing no letter. If your 1979 nickel has no mint mark, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this time, Philadelphia coins often had no mint mark at all, unlike Denver coins with a D or San Francisco coins with an S. Millions of 1979 nickels were made in Philadelphia, so the date itself is not rare, but condition and special features can change everything. Dusty coin versus cleaned coin comparison. Many collectors find 1979 nickels in dusty, dirty, or dark condition. This usually means the coin has been stored for years in drawers, boxes, or old jars. Important tip: do not clean your coin. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can destroy collector value. A dusty coin is still acceptable to collectors, but heavyware means lower value unless the coin has rare features. Coin value depends heavily on condition. A dusty 1979 Jefferson nickel is usually considered circulated. In circulated condition, details like Jefferson's hair and Monticello's steps will appear worn or weak. These coins fall into grades like good, fine, or very fine, not extra fine or mint state. Only coins with sharp details, minimal wear, and strong strike quality can reach higher value levels. Now let's talk about the most important part: how much is a dusty 1979 Jefferson nickel worth today? 1979 No Mint Mark Value Guide. Dusty/heavily circulated condition. Face value 5 cents. Lightly circulated, 10 cents to 30 cents. Uncirculated condition, $1 to $5. High-grade mint state with full steps, $50 to several $100s. So yes, most dusty 1979 nickels are not worth big money. The big values come from perfect condition coins or rare full steps examples. Here's what collectors really look for. Full steps on Monticello. All step lines must be clear. Strong strike, no flat or weak details. Mint state condition, no circulation wear. Mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors. These rare examples are extremely hard to find, especially from circulation. Let's clear some myths. No mint mark means rare. False. Old dusty coin is valuable. False. Cleaning increases value. Very false. Age alone does not make a coin valuable. Condition, rarity, and demand do. If your 1979 nickel is dusty and worn, it's best to keep it as a collector piece or learning coin. If you believe it has full steps or error features, consider professional grading before selling. Top 5. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, honoring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. By 1964, the United States was experiencing a massive coin shortage. Because of this, the U.S. Mint produced record-breaking numbers of nickels. The goal was simple: flood the market with coins so people would stop hoarding them. As a result, 1964 Jefferson nickels are extremely common, especially those from the Denver Mint. Zoom in on the D Mint mark near the date. The D Mint mark stands for Denver Mint. On the Jefferson nickel, the mint mark appears on the front of the coin near the date, but many collectors like to study the back design to judge quality. In 1964 alone, the Denver Mint struck over 1.7 billion nickels, making it one of the highest mintage nickels ever produced. The back of the 1964 Jefferson nickel features Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. Key details collectors examine include the columns of Monticello, the roof and dome. Most importantly, the steps leading up to the building. These steps are critical. Fully visible steps can make a huge difference in value. Dusty coin in hand. Then warning graphic. Most 1964 D nickels are found in dusty, dirty, or dark condition. This usually means the coin has circulated heavily or sat in storage for decades. Important warning. Never clean your coin. Cleaning removes original metal surfaces and can destroy any collector value. Coins are graded from poor to mint state. A normal dusty 1964 D Jefferson nickel is usually considered circulated, falling into grades like good, fine, or very fine. Only coins with no wear, strong strike, and sharp details qualify for higher values. Now let's answer the big question: how much is a dusty 1964 D Jefferson nickel worth today? 1964 D Jefferson Nickel Value Guide. Dusty/heavily circulated. 5 cents, face value. Lightly circulated. 10 to 30 cents. Uncirculated condition. $1 to $3. Full steps, FS, mint state. $20 to $200 plus. So while many people believe all 1964 nickels are rare, the truth is most are common. Only high-grade full steps examples bring strong collector prices. A 1964 D Jefferson nickel becomes rare when it has full steps on Monticello. No circulation wear. Sharp strike quality. Mint errors like double dies or off-center strikes. These coins are extremely difficult to find in circulation today. Let's bust some myths. 1964 nickels are silver. False. Old means valuable. False. Dusty coins are rare. False. Value comes from condition, rarity, and demand, not just age. If your 1964 D nickel is dusty and worn, keep it as a historical keepsake or beginner collector coin. If you believe it has full steps or an error, consider professional grading before selling. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin value videos. Comment below if you want us to review your coin.